The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of our Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Y'all started from PBS Kids, what you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video. Let me tell y'all something. What Five Nights at Freddy's is to y'all, that's what Amanda the Adventurer is to me, okay? Alright. Hey y'all, it's Harriana and I'm back with another video. Hi, hello, how are you guys doing? My name is Harriana and welcome to or welcome back to the pirate ship, also known as Harry Hook's pirate ship. I am the captain, you are not my first mate. I don't got no first mate because you want to know why? Bring your ear closer to the speaker so you can hear me clearly. Nobody's worthy of being the first mate, but hi, hello, how are you guys doing? My name is Harriana and I like to make content based on nostalgia and family and children's entertainment and all the issues that I find within those spaces. Okay, first of all, I know my hair look crazy. I just finished my braids and I just wanted them out of the way, so I just put them up and they're just here. I know y'all like the bead ASMR. I hope y'all enjoyed that, but I want to get on here and talk a little bit more about Amanda the Adventurer, because these were some thoughts that I've been having for months since, you know, it blew up last May. And I have several questions about who the fuck that person that was at the end of the game. So before we get a rundown, Ella Pastoral actually made an amazing video about like the drama that surrounded Amanda the Adventurer in the fandom, and I highly recommend go giving that a watch. I will link her video down below. But here I specifically want to talk more about what the game is, that ending, and just the evolution of Black people in horror, because I feel like this is like the perfect time of year to be talking about this, because it is Halloween and Black people in horror has changed tremendously as time has passed. So Amanda the Adventurer basically is a video game on a TV show called Amanda the Adventurer. It's like Dora the Explorer. It's like Ni Hao Kai Lan, but it stars a little Black girl named Amanda and her sheep friend Wooly. She hate that bitch. She hate that bitch, okay? Her and Wooly do not like each other. They be beefing with each other in every freaking episode. But it's more than just the show. The show starts to have very disturbing material in it. Like, we literally see a freaking dead animal. We see a lot of gross things. There's a part where literally Amanda cut up Willie and turned his ass into cheese. It starts to get very unsettling and very much deranged, I said. But then as we are playing this game, we end up finding out more of what's going on behind the scenes of the production of the TV show, because the Amanda the Adventurer is a television series. And we start to learn more about the company that was, you know, in charge of the show, called Hamlin. We end up finding out who Rebecca is, who is the voice actor of Amanda, and finding out that Amanda is based on Rebecca. And then we learn more about Sam, who is Rebecca's father, and how Hamlin was basically treated him bad. Long story short, Amanda the Adventurer is a story of white people taking something from a Black family and fucking it up, okay? It's actually really fucking tragic. It's actually very sad, and that's something that kind of pissed me off, that a lot of people were seeming to miss the point. Because, you know, here's the weird thing that I notice when I watch a lot of media and whatnot, but people tend to think that Black girls can only be antagonized and there's just nothing else to them. A lot of people didn't seem to understand that Amanda was very much hurting, but her and her father were also taken advantage of. So the story that everyone just has so many questions around is, what the fuck is going on with Sam and Rebecca, basically the Black family that is behind Amanda the Adventurer. So the game of Amanda the Adventurer, you're basically playing as a character named Riley, and at the end of it, of Riley watching all the tapes, mind you, Riley's auntie set her ass up for failure, set his ass up for failure, because Riley is very much gender neutral. We don't know, and I actually really do appreciate how they did that right there, because Riley can be anybody, but they aunt set they ass up for failure, because at the end, after Riley is looking at all this peculiar shit surrounding Amanda and the television production and Hamlin and this and that and the third, somebody comes in the fucking window at the end of the game, and then it stays there, and we are just waiting for an update. Recently, we ended up getting like an update on like what's coming next with the Humanity Adventurer, and we get a video of Wooly, who looks very scared. It's obvious that somebody is forcing him to say these things. He looks very much terrified. So I see that people are talking more about Wooly's character because a lot of people are either anti-Wooly or they're just like a bit neutral on him. I'm still not necessarily sure about how I feel about Wooly too, because I do feel like Wooly was taken advantage of just like Sam and Amanda were. So this basically starts up the discussion of the theories that I had for that ending of the first part of Amanda the Adventurer. Was who the fuck was that at the end? Who was that came through the window? And I have like 4 different things to say. My first choice would have to be Wooly's voice actor. For those of you guys who don't know, during Amanda the Adventurer, we know that Rebecca is Amanda's voice actor, but it's never necessarily revealed who Wooly's voice actor was. And I was like, I find it interesting because we constantly are hearing this person's voice throughout the show, but the person's not necessarily credited. And usually the person's credited at the end. So we were like, what the fuck is up with that? So my first guess was Wooly. I personally think that it was Wooly's voice actor that came in through the window at the end. But then after I had asked this question, I did ask y'all. I was like, who do y'all think it was at the end? I think it was Wooly, but who do you guys think it was? Somebody said that they think it's somebody that is from Hamlin. As we know, Hamlin is the company that basically butchered the Amanda the Adventurer storyline. And first of all, okay, if it was somebody at Hamlin, do you think that they are trying to stop Riley from, figuring out what the fuck is going on with this family? Or are they actually trying to help them? What exactly is the motive behind that if that person that came in at the door was from Hamlin? Because from all that we have seen from Hamlin in the first part of Amanda the Adventurer is that they are very scary. They're actually very freaking terrifying. They was over here doing demonic shit. It actually was scary, okay? Like, it was very disturbing. But then that makes me think, out of all of these people that were working at Hamlin, were there some people there that were genuine? Were there some people there that just felt like they were stuck in a horrible situation? Who the fuck knows at this point? So when we think of if somebody from Hamlin was there, like, okay, are they there trying to stop Riley from solving the rest of this case? Because it's obvious that Riley's aunt wanted them to come in there and solve the rest of that shit, because it's obvious that these people need help, and Riley was probably like the last resort there to help everyone. So I don't know if it's a person from Hamlin. Are they trying to stop Riley? Are they trying to help them? I don't know. So the next person that I think that could have came in through the window is Sam. It could have been Sam. What is so weird about him is that after he finally started to catch on that the people at Hamlin were fucking up the Amanda the Adventurer story, he wanted out. He didn't want nothing to do with this shit no more. He was like, no, we're dipping. I don't want nothing to do with that. And funny that that was mentioned because Sam ended up going bye-bye. Like, we don't know what happened to him. They said he went missing, so we're like, is he alive? Is he dead? Or did he just walk off the face of the earth and just wanted to go under the name and act like people didn't know him? So I think there may be a possibility that Sam could have been the person at the end, but then again, we do see that Rebecca is taken to like this room or whatnot, and I was like, was Sam taken in there too? We don't necessarily know what happened with Sam because it actually was reported on the news that Sam went missing and that the production of Amanda the Adventurer was on hold. So it's like, if it's Sam, I don't know. A part of me doesn't want Sam to be dead. I'm not even joking. A part of me doesn't want him to be dead, but there is a big possibility that he is gone. He is bye-bye. So that is the third suggestion that I think of who that last person could have been at the end. And then the last person that I think that could be the person that came in through the window at the end would have to be Rebecca. Rebecca is Amanda's voice actor. And at the end of Amanda the Adventurer, the first part, Amanda tells the audience that she is out there somewhere. And as soon as she says she is out there somewhere, that is when the person comes in through the window. And It's just super frustrating because the design of this particular character is very ambiguous. They're wearing a trench coat. They have this hat that basically covers up pretty much all of the face. We have no idea who exactly this is. How old is the Amanda the Adventurer show? How long ago was that when all of those events happened? I have so many questions, and I feel like there's just so much that is left to unpack with the universe of this story. I really enjoy Amanda the Adventurer. I can't wait to see where it goes, but also seeing the success that Amanda the Adventurer has garnered, it has me very excited, but also a bit nervous when it comes to the subject of blackness and horror, because I noticed one thing when it comes to like one particular kind of film, people see that it works and then everyone's gonna want to try and copy that. Because I know somebody had mentioned how the Barbie movie was super duper successful, and then right after that was announced, they said they're going to be making a Polly Pocket movie. And then next thing you know, my scene is, oh, my scene's gonna be coming back. And I don't necessarily know how I feel about that. I'm going to make a separate video about how I feel about my scene coming back, because everybody knows that nice scene is like, you know, my entire aesthetic. It's literally the opening music for my videos. Like, I adore my scene. But anyways, thinking about blackness and horror, we mentioned the movie Get Out. Get Out literally led to like a plethora of racism is scary type creations. Like, it's not just like films. This happened with television shows. This happened with comics. This happened with novels. Literally the entirety of the racism is terrifying, which is true. It became a genre of itself, and it literally just became super oversaturated because it felt like so many people were basically trying to make the next Get Out. And part of the reason Get Out worked is because we didn't see anything like that in the first place. And that is why Amanda the Adventurer works so much, in my opinion, because this is something that we've never seen. We've never seen a black horror story like this before. I don't necessarily think we've ever seen like a horror story like this, period. We see horror stories all the time where they take our things that we would enjoy when we were younger and make them terrifying. Like, you know, when they make lullabies creepy and whatnot. That literally is just the entirety of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's basically what if Chuck E. Cheese was fucking terrifying. That's literally Five Nights at Freddy's. There's so much stuff like that where they're like, what is this scary? Even with Chucky is basically taking a doll and saying, what if this adorable little doll was terrifying? That is what was done with Amanda the Adventurer. They were like, what if we take this Dora the Explorer, Blue's Clues type Nihao Kailan show and make it horrifying? And it worked. But it scares me because when it comes to like blackness in filmmaking, we find something that works. And it's not even just blackness in filmmaking, just blackness and creativity in general. We find something that works, but then we end up making too much of that said thing to the point where it starts to get really bad and tiresome because everything starts to look like copycats of each other. And it's frustrating. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say for today's video. I just want to get on here and express a lot of my thoughts and opinions about that ending of Amanda the Adventurer and how I'm a little scared of how black horror is going to be affected by this story. But I'm genuinely curious to see how it all goes. I know I've been slacking a lot on YouTube. I've not been here. I've been super busy. I've been taking care of stuff for anime weekend. This video was going up on the first day of anime weekend Atlanta, and I can't wait. I have the Teen Titans 2003 panel on Saturday. So if you are in the Atlanta area, please come. I would deeply appreciate it. It's at 11 o'clock in the morning, by the way. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little sleepy, but we're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna be cosplaying and whatnot. I'm also gonna be at Trap Sushi on Thursday night. This video is going up on Thursday day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna be chilling out, hanging out at the con and whatnot. But yeah, I deserve to have a good time, but then I'm also there to be working too. Stressed the fuck out currently. But yeah, don't forget to follow me on everything at Hariana, HARIYANA. My book, Do Not Call Me Sis, it is a book that me and Amaya Jadell wrote together. It's sis as in S-I-S, not C-I-S. I don't do that shit. Y'all know we don't do that transphobic shit over here. No. But this is a book we wrote together. The physical copies are not in stock though, by the way. They are not going to be back in stock until Black Friday weekend, but the digital copy and the audio book are there. But if you want to wait until Black Friday season to get the physical copy, copy, I most definitely understand. You're not hurting my feelings if you're waiting. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I deeply appreciate all the support. And yeah, have a great day, night, whatever time of the day you're watching this. I'm just thankful that you watched it with the ads on. Okay, thank you. Have a good night.